What's up, people of the internet? My name is Abacab, and today the Artifact Tournament has finally started. So we've got some actual fresh gameplay footage to go over. And we're going to take a look at one of these games today and analyze what the players are doing and what sort of decision making they are going through. So unfortunately, with just about all of these games, I watched the whole tournament, and for maybe like 80% of these games, 80-90%, the casters didn't start watching the match at the very beginning of the game. So unfortunately for all these games, we're going to come in a little bit late, so just keep that in mind. I'm sorry about that. It's not my fault. I wasn't the one casting. So in this game, we are coming in mana 4 in the third lane, so we missed all of the first turn and most of the second turn, but not a big deal because it doesn't look like a whole lot happened except that Beastmaster died for Hyped on the bottom. Here in the third lane, there's not really much for Lifecoach to do at all. He has no red heroes, so nothing for him. And Hyped, Clear the Deck doesn't do anything, Slay doesn't do anything, Hipfire doesn't do much, so we're probably going to see a Payday. One Payday for 8 gold, not too bad. I mean, obviously, yeah, okay. Obviously, it'd be better to Payday for more, but we have another Payday in hand, so getting more gold to help you, you know, secure the game is kind of worth it. And that early gold advantage is going to allow him to buy some of these items like Traveler's Cloak and Short Sword, which he passed on. So let's talk about placement. We have Tidehunter coming down for Lifecoach and Debbie the Cunning coming down for Hyped. Now, I think Hyped probably doesn't want to put Debbie in the mid lane because we've got a Bristleback there, and it's currently a force to be reckoned with in mid lane. We definitely want to put it in the right lane because you've already got 2 heroes there, so it's just kind of a heavy investment. You don't need the third. If you put 3 heroes in there, then Lifecoach is just going to effortlessly win lanes 1 and 2. So definitely the best option is lane 1, because actually if it drops in front of Sven, Sven is dead, and it'll help him start trying to win that lane. For Tidehunter, it's probably the same situation. He probably doesn't want to play in the mid lane because, I mean, he's kind of winning the mid lane as it is. And on the right lane, putting a Tidehunter there is just going to make him start dying, unless he drops in front of Debbie, in which case he gets a kill there, which is not too bad. But I think it's probably most likely we're going to see Tidehunter in the left lane, because that is the lane that Lifecoach can most hotly contest at the moment. So the way this game is currently shaping up, I don't know if it'll continue to end this way, is the big fight's going to be in lane 1, and then the players are just trading lanes 2 and 3. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. This is just a nice, tidy little trade. You take this lane, I'll take that lane, and then we'll fight for this lane. So if that's the case, then at the moment, Lifecoach has the advantage, because currently Hyped has invested 2 heroes in lane 3, which Lifecoach seems to be abandoning. So unless he can pull one of those heroes out of lane 3, then Lifecoach is going to have a 1 hero advantage in the rest of the board. Okay, let's talk about options. So from Lifecoach's perspective, Raze does no good. Mercenary Exiles isn't going to help much. The most obvious play is Red Mist Maul onto Tidehunter, because Tidehunter really needs attack anyways, and it's going to hurt Debbie a lot, plus it's going to put 5 siege damage into the tower, which is fantastic. And then probably a Viscous Nasal Goo to help seal the deal onto Debbie. And as for Hyped, can't play any red cards. No Accident's not going to do him much good. Slay's not going to do him much good. He could Hipfire the creep, but that's kind of unnecessary at the moment. You just don't really need it. I think what we're probably going to see is a Payday. Paydaying on an 18 gold is pretty good. The issue is he going to get any gold anywhere else? And I think the answer is probably no. I don't remember what's in the other lanes, but in the mid lane, he has no heroes. And I think he actually doesn't have a single unit. Maybe he has a creep. I don't know. He's not going to get much gold at all in the mid lane. I think he's not going to get much gold at all in the third lane. So normally you want to play Payday in lane 3, because that's the lane where you've had the most opportunities to get gold. But in the current setup, I think there's just nothing there's no gold to gain. So for that reason, it might make the most sense. Oh, here we go. He's going to get 1 gold in lane 2. So he could hold off Payday to lane 3 to get 1 extra gold, but to be honest, I think it's unnecessary. I think he should spend his mana in this lane right off the bat. That way, when he gets to lane 3, he can cast more options. He's got 2 heroes there, so it'll clear up his entire board. So I don't know what we'll see over there. Maybe a Smeagol Armmaster, maybe a Hipfire to give him initiative when he comes into lane 1. We'll have to see. So the Viscous Nasal Goo came down, which is, along with Red Mist Maul, enough to kill Debbie, but we'll probably see a Traveler's Cloak to save him. Save her. Yep. And this is a really strong position for Lifecoach because, I mean, even though it saves Debbie, this board position currently represents 10 siege damage. 5 siege damage from this Maul's hit, and then next Maul's hit is going to be another 5 siege damage. So he's really losing this lane. He needs to pull down Sorla, Beastmaster, all these heroes, and Pipe does, in order to start trying to contest this lane, because these red heroes are freaking brawly. Alright, so not much happening in lane 2. We can't really see it. We might see a Mercenary's Exiles come down, but that might be unnecessary. A God's Strength. Wait, how can it be God's Strength? Oh, because he's got the Treant guy that gives +1 mana. So there's a pretty good chance we could see God's Strength come down, just because it's spending your mana, and you kind of want to spend your mana, though Bristleback isn't a great target for it. So it kind of boils down to, would you rather... No, he plays Mercenary Exiles. Interesting call, because that basically is just going to give him 2 damage. And then in this lane, yeah, not really much to do. I'm a little surprised he doesn't Smeagol Armmaster. I guess he doesn't want to overinvest in this lane. We have a Helm of the Dominator. Interesting. And we have a Spring the Trap in Lifecoach's hand. So that could turn into something pretty awesome. And wow, he bought so much stuff. I've completely cleaned out his... You got a Clash Dream Hourglass. Okay, let's talk about deployment. Well, since we're seeing deployment, yeah, okay. So it's the same, basically the same board position as last time. The players have decided to just abandon one of the lanes and then, yeah, fight entirely in lane 1. Oh no, he's putting Sorla in lane 2. Let's talk about why Hyped... Oh, nope, he changed his mind. So at the moment, Hyped has a pretty good position to turn this around because he has a boatload of items. I mean, sure, a lot of his heroes, you can see all those red X's, but I mean, it's not going to be that way for long. Oh, the Treant Protector curved into him. So we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Let's see if... Oh God, I wish we could see the entire hand. Okay, so what are the plays here? Hyped is going to almost certainly Stonehall Cloak or Clashream Hourglass. Probably the Stonehall Cloak on the Sorla Khan, because she is in more dire need of higher amounts of health. And then we're probably going to see Clashream Hourglass on the Beastmaster, because he doesn't need quite as much health. The Helm of the Dominator could go down on just about anyone. I probably wouldn't put it on Debbie, because it's not going to save her. Fight Through the Pain, if we're going to play that, it's going to be the last thing we play, and then we can't really see the rest of his cards. Smeagol Armmaster isn't going to do much, but if he plays Smeagol Armmaster in front of the Treant Protector, then that will curve the arrows straight down, which would be fantastic. Alternatively, he could use his ability of Beastmaster to start whittling away the damage of Treant Protector. I like that play a little bit more, because getting minus attack into heroes is pretty handy. And as for Lifecoach, we could see Defend the Weak on Farben, but Tidehunter is not weak. He doesn't really need that much defense. We could see God's Strength. My guess is we're probably going to see God's Strength onto Sven, which is going to be really nasty. It's going to put him at 11 attack and 5 cleave total. So he's going to cleave into 3 heroes, and hopefully the caster will let us see the rest of these black cards that are on the right. No accidents. God, everyone's so healthy, no accident doesn't really help us much. Hipfire. Well, we're probably going to see something. Oh, should he play enough magic? No, not really. That's not really going to help him. Could he clear the deck? If he clears the deck, he's going to do 4 damage to Treant Protector. He's going to kill Sven. He's going to deal 4 damage. So, okay. So clear the deck is 4 damage to Protector, 8 damage to Sven, 4 damage to Tidehunter, and 4 damage to Farven. It's honestly not terrible. It's a lot of damage. It represents a lot of damage coming through, so you could... he has a couple options. He definitely should try and kill Sven, though, just because there's a significant board presence. That, man, that Treant Protector curve really stinks. So, yeah, items are going to come down. I think we're definitely going to see a good boy doggy come down. Oh, modify. All right, God Strength is +4 attack. I was thinking it was +6 attack. So I was mistaken about him having an 11 attack. It's just 9. Yep, there's the good boy doggy. He's going to tank the Treant Protector, which is going to try to keep the Sorlakan alive, which is fantastic because next turn she's in a position to start smacking the tower. And then the question is, are we going to see clear the deck or a Smeevil Arms Master or a Hip Fire? My guess is probably clear the deck, because hitting clear the deck onto 3 heroes is pretty good. So you're really going to... It's just... With clear the deck, you have to consider how much total... you have to consider how much total damage you do, and just hitting 3 heroes is a lot. I mean that in both ways. Hitting 3 enemy heroes and hitting your own 3 heroes with cleave is a lot. So yeah, that's just a really efficient play. It's going to give him a lot of value. In this lane, there's not a lot going on, except he can spring the trap. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's awesome. That Treant dude he's got in that lane is really, really helping him. So at this point, Lifecoach is going to want to start looking for a Town Portal Scroll to pull that Bristleback out as soon as possible. And I'd love to discuss lane 3, but yeah, there's not really much to do. He's won the lane. He needs to pull those heroes out badly. He needs to pull out one of those heroes desperately, and if he wants to have any sort of chance in lane 1. The issue is there's a lot of pressure in lane 2 right now. So he's really under a clock, because if the game just drags out, Lifecoach is going to win. Lifecoach is in a really strong position in lane 2. Actually, I kind of take that back. It looks like they're both lane 2 and lane 3 are taking about the same amount of damage. Is it because of Debbie? Because Debbie's just smacking the tower for so hard? Okay, now let's talk about options as soon as we see what cards come out. Alright, so Slay is looking pretty tempting. Okay, so what we're almost certainly going to see is a Slay for 3 mana and then a 4 mana card. There's a couple of options. You could hipfire either one of those heroes to kill them. You could also no accident the Treant Protector, but you're probably better off staying on curve just to be efficient. Alternatively, you could Stonehall Elite in front of the Treant Protector, which will kill the Treant Protector and buff the Stonehall Elite. Armmaster is not going to do you much good. So I think what we'll probably see is Slay in front of Sorlakan so she can smack the tower, and then let's say Stonehall Elite in front of the Treant Protector. And then there's items, but I can't see what they are. And then for Lifecoach, Raise doesn't do us any good. Viscous Nasal Goo. Defend the Weak. We could see Divine Intervention, which will give everything immunity, though I don't know how much of that's going to help. Combat Training we can't use. It's honestly not going to be a strong turn for Lifecoach here. Let's just see what he does. Defend the Weak isn't a bad development. It's just not a great way to spend all that mana. So maybe we see Defend the Weak plus Divine Intervention. Nope. He's gone. Hipfire. Oh, he opted for the double crowd control. Okay, interesting. I was sort of expecting... You know what? That might actually be the better play. I was expecting the Slay on that creep dude. That Dominator is so good. So good. Alright, so yeah, he doesn't need a Slay because he's got Helm of the Dominator. Yeah, I forgot about that item because I couldn't see it because it was... you can't see the items all the way to the left. So that's going to lock out Lifecoach's turn. So he's not going to be able to do anything. Not going to be able to cast any cards. So suddenly it's looking pretty good for Hyped. Of course, next turn he's going to have two massive, beefy red heroes coming down. And either one of them... Oh, Lifecoach just forfeits. Okay. So he saw no coming back from that. Interesting. Alright, well, it looks like that was the match. Sort of short and sweet. There are some incredibly long matches in these games. There are like, geez, I don't even know, like hour-long matches. So I didn't want to start off my very first one of these videos with a 1 hour slog fest. So we can work our way up to those longer matches, but today I want to just go ahead and show you a quick and easy match between these two heroes, and hopefully in the coming days we will have more gameplay to share with you. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about this video. Dabacab out.